You have worked with so many people like through in your career or performed with so many people, Morrissey and Meghan Trainor and Tori Kelly. But your 1980s CD, Qualifying Heat, you worked with a then unknown Lenny Kravitz. He was one of the producers. You worked with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Like, do you
Right.
remember a lot about working with Lenny Kravitz back in the day? Like, could you always tell he was destined for this greatness?
Well, what I knew at the time, what amazed me, I was amazed by the fact that this young man could write such beautiful lyrics from a woman's point of view. And I said to him, "How did you write this? Did you write this? Did you write this song?" Because his name then was Romeo Blue. I
Right.
said, "Did you write this?" And and he laughed. He says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, how did I was now how did you know how to, you know, because he had it. Those words are just to me songs that a woman would sing. What a woman how 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 a woman relates to how to relate to a woman. It was good.
So you could
And
tell
then he
me.
became Lenny Kravitz, and he has that about him producing me in his memoirs. Yes,
Yes, he does.
yes, he does.
When you finished, this is the semifinals, you finished in third place. As soon
Mhm.
as you opened your mouth on Billy Joel night, I was blown away. I think the audience was blown away. You could see the judges were blown away. You are a legendary singer, but like, are you shocked that you got this far in the competition? We've had a lot of huge singers throughout the years and that singer that go home really early. Or did you know you kind of, have this in the bag?
Uh-uh. No, because like I said, I thought that you go in and I didn't know about the theme nights and all this. And I thought you just give them a list of songs that you want to do, and that was that. And when that this is Billy Joel, because the only song that I mean, I love Billy Joel. Don't get me wrong, but the only song I've ever personally performed of his was New York State of Mind, because I thought, well, maybe, the other song might not, but now I might go through that catalog and throw me some more. And I might be going to Madison Square Garden and seeing if I can get in on his show with him. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I would that. Yeah, it was being able to do those kinds of songs that opened me up a little bit more to being, stepping outside the box a little bit.
Well, after this performance, I think you should go to Madison Square Garden and perform. He's on, I think, the last leg of This Is It. That's the farewell
Yes,
for his residency. So
yes, and that was a fabulous show. Yeah, yeah,
it's great. I've
yeah,
seen it. I live in New York part-time in LA,
yeah,
and I've seen it. It's great.
yeah, yeah.
One other person you performed with, you opened for Cher on one of her farewell tours. Like, what was that like? Did you interact with Cher a lot?
Well, we didn't really because I was on before her,
Yeah.
and she has this huge, big show with with a lot of stuff going on. And she, by the time I was going out to say, "Oh, she was driving off, do her thing, boom, get out." So, but she's done "Don't Leave Me This Way" in her show.
She has.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
So there you go.
There
Well,
you
a
go.
lot of people have done Don't Leave Me This Way. It's been covered so much. It's on every like best of list. Like it's earned you the first female solo artist on Motown to win a Grammy. Like this song still today holds up. It is discovered by new generations all the time. Like I mean, it sounds like you didn't know what a hit was back then, but now this is a bona fide hit. Like, what do you think it is about this song that just is still such a powerhouse song?
Well, like I said, I think it's the way the way it builds and settles and then builds. And then I think for me, I get the biggest kick out of when he said when the song gets to because I said, "Oh, come on, you know it," and everybody says, "Ah, baby, my heart is full of love," and everybody's like they're like dancing. I said, "Yeah, that's it," and everywhere, even if they don't speak English, everybody sings that part. So that's a
Wow.
lot of fun for me, for me, it's still I'm still in awe. Quite honestly, I'm not jaded yet.
Well, that's good. I mean, several decades in the business and you're still not jaded. That's the goal of any
Yeah,
career,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Do you get starstruck? Like you were just on this glorious stage being watched by millions of people. You've met so many people in your career. Like, are you, you're a superstar in your own right. Like, do you get starstruck when you meet people, or is it everyone's just a human being to you?
Well, no, I won't say. Well, well, my mom told me a long time ago that we're all just everybody's just a a human being. But this is for me. What I've learned is that if it's and I admire a lot of people. They're big fans of theirs, and I tend to kind of want to keep them, admire them. I don't have to be their personal friend. I don't have to go backstage and meet everybody because I don't want to be disappointed. So I just keep it like that and admire them and love them and you know and and that's and that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate their work. I do, but I just
Yeah.
don't want to be disappointed. So
Yeah, everyone's a human. You catch someone on a bad day.
on a bad day, and it could happen. It could be anything. That could be somebody you don't know what's going on in somebody's life and stuff. So I
Yeah.
tend to you know, unless somebody says, "Oh, Thelma, I'm going to be so and so so. You're going to come to the show. Come back and say hi or something." Then I'll do that, of course. But just to go, "Hey, girl," or "Hey, girl," "Oh, I'm here, honey," woo, no, 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 no.
You're probably better off. I mean, they always say don't meet your idols,
No,
right?
and I agree.
Is there someone that you would just love? You've worked with so many people. Is there someone you would love to do a duet with that you haven't?
um, well, I hate to say this, but the people that I want to do it with are all gone.
Who would it be though, if it's someone
It
that's
would
not
have been
here?
Marvin Gaye. Would have been one. I love Marvin Gaye's voice. It would have been Teddy Pendergrass. Love his voice. Uh, those are my two big ones. Tony Bennett.
Those are
Tony
all
Tony Bennett recorded a song that I met him and he recorded a song that was on my very first album, and no, on another album that I did that was he did a song called "Don't Misunderstand," and he says, and I love that. Hey, that's a bad tune. Oh, I was like, so that was, and meeting him was wonderful because he's the one. He was the one. He's a wonderful guy. So
absolutely.
yeah,
How do you, I mean, you are booked and busy. You have June 8th, Indianapolis Pride is coming up. Then you're at the Rainbow Fair June 9th. June 23rd, you're doing a cocktail party in Florida for the LGBTQIA community. Then June 30th, you're at Toronto Pride. You're booked and busy.
yes, yes.
Where I am like, where do you get this energy? I don't think I have this energy.
Oh yeah, you do. You do because you love what you're doing, right? So that's a
I do.
different kind of energy, but you still have it because you love it and you know you have a passion for it. And that's the way I feel about performing. I'm still not, I'm like I said, I'm not jaded. I'm still love it. I still love meeting people. I still, love performing. And so,
I love it.
yeah.
Do you have any specific memories? You played yourself in the movie 54 with like Ryan Felipe. I don't know if you interacted, if he was on set. Like, do you just have any vivid memories of that experience? Because it was such a great movie.
Um, yes, I do. And what that memory was, you know, when I used to play Studio 54, you were on this ramp like thing that washers use. You're kind of on this high ramp that's on wheels at the bottom, right? And so that's where you'll be doing your performance from. And there was no back railing on the back of it. So, and they had that exact same thing. I said, "Oh Lord, no, Jesus," because that used to scare me to bits when I was on that, because I'd be like, "Oh Lord," because I would go to rehearsal, but be like about, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and but the show wouldn't be until 11, 12, 1, 2. I said, oh, please don't let him be drinking. Please don't let him be high. Please. So that so that thing, I'd be holding on to that railing like that. That was my memory from that movie.
Well, that doesn't seem like such an easy thing to do.
It's not. Because they'd put you on and then they'd roll you out to the center of the room. See, so everybody could, be dancing around you and stuff. So that's what. But no, it was fun doing that movie. It was fun. It was up in Canada. Yeah, I think we did.
And you think the Masked Singer singing behind the clock mask was harder than that?
Was harder than that. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Well, maybe Clock can make an appearance on all these, tours. You're doing all these Pride festivals. Maybe Clock can make an appearance.
Maybe Clock will. We don't know.
Did you learn anything about yourself as we wrap up from this experience in The Masked Singer? You've performed in so many.
What did I learn about myself?
Yeah, as a performer.
Well, for one, I used to think that it was hard for me to sing in the mornings. I used to think, I had these little rules and stuff that I can't do that because I haven't warmed up. Although they had a good vocal coach on the show. But some little, I can't do this, I have to do that, But yeah, you okay, Thelma, it's time to be on the set, it's time for you to do blah 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 blah. And I'd be, oh, I have to have my time to get myself together and all that. No.
Not here. When
Not
they
here.
call, it's time to go out.
It's time to go out and do it because everybody's on a schedule. It's a schedule.
It's got to get done.
Yeah.
Well, I have thoroughly enjoyed watching you as Clock. You are a legend. We in the LGBTQIA community love you. I don't think I need to tell you that. So I'm excited to see you doing all these prides this summer. And, this was such a great experience. And I was so thrilled to find out that this was you. And, I enjoy your time. So thank you for talking to me.
Well, thank you for having